What is the value of the expression 5 squared plus 11 divided by 2 multiplied by 5? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? This expression is so tricky that many people end up with the wrong answer. Let's break it down and solve it together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 5 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 25 plus 11 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually perform the addition between 25 and 11 and simplify this expression to 36 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Then, they proceed by doing the division between 36 and 2, which gives them 18 multiplied by 5. And finally, they multiply 18 by 5, which ends up with the answer 90. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, that's definitely wrong. Also, some other people when solving this question first go for the expression 5 squared and they simplify to 25 plus 11 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 2 and 5 because they think multiplication has a higher priority than division. So, they rewrite this expression as 25 plus 11 divided by 10. Next, they perform the division between 11 and 10 since they believe division has priority over addition. And they rewrite this expression as 25 plus 1.1, which ultimately gives them the answer 26.1. And immediately, they conclude that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression correctly. To solve this question, we must follow the PEMDAS rule. We have to follow the order of operations I told you, step by step from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see on the screen, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then an addition sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 25 plus 11 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than addition. However, it's really important to understand that multiplication and division have exactly the same level of priority. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the rest of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 11 and 2, and this expression simplifies to 25 plus 5.5 multiplied by 5. And the final step, we do the multiplication between 5.5 and 5, which gives us 25 plus 27.5. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to 52.5. That's great. Option C is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 14 minus 3 times open parenthesis 6 minus 4 close parenthesis? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's take a closer look and solve it together. And the first step, most people perform the subtraction between 14 and 3, which I have highlighted in blue. So, this expression simplifies to 11 multiplied by 6 minus 4 inside the parentheses. And the next step, they calculate 6 minus 4 inside the parentheses, which becomes 11 multiplied by 2. And finally, the value of this expression must be equal to 22. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we need to follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. PEMDAS shows us the priority of the order of operations. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have a subtraction sign, then a multiplication sign, and finally parentheses. We must start with the parentheses first, because they have a higher priority than the other operations. So we can write this expression as 14 minus 3 multiplied by 2. And the next step, we move on to the multiplication between 3 and 2, because multiplication has a higher priority than subtraction. So we rewrite this expression as 14 minus 6, which finally gives us the answer 8. Therefore, option A is the correct answer to this question.